Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is the #1 review of Series 10. Series 10 is non-premium pouches, and as you just saw, it will be of the TimberWolf straight product. So we're going to go over the packaging. There is a number of oddities with this packaging, so this video may be slightly longer. When I say longer, I mean my usual. Although in this series in general, I am going to try to keep these reviews to the 10-minute mark. So let's take a look at the packaging. Right off the bat, okay, you have what they're calling a stow and throw. Pinkerton Tobacco Company, which makes TimberWolf, is owned by Swedish Match. Swedish Match, their main trade is snus. So what they've done with all their pouch products under Pinkerton is they've added a snus, I call them portion ashtrays to tell you the truth. It is a removable lid that you can store used pouches in. Makes a little bit more sense when you're dealing with a spitless snus product, but it has its purpose here too, I suppose. It's a little bit more of a stretch because if you're having to spit, then you most likely have a receptacle that you can put a used pouch in, or pouches. But, you know, it does make the product different. Now, because of this, and because the portion that you put the used pouches in sits down, it leads to another difference with this container. The container is bigger. It is larger. I am going to try to show you that the best way I can. I'm just using this pipe tobacco container as a flat surface. Do you see the difference in height? The TimberWolf is over here on my left, and this over here on my right is the Skull original from yesterday. So because of that depression where you can put used pouches, they lost space in the can, and the can sort of had to move out. So, but it doesn't end there. So you have the warning label. This down here just says stow and throw. It's denoted as pouches, TimberWolf, and the flavor up top. It is a very dark burgundy background color. All right. Basically, from a counter around here anyway, and I'll explain why I'm saying that in a second, it's going to be very obvious that it is a pouch product. Between pouches in the band there and the fact that there's an inner circle all the way around the can. Now, on the side, you have your warning label. But then after that, it's just branding. Okay? And then back to the warning label. The middle branding does have the website up top that does have coupons. It is TimberWolfSnuff.com. It's actually a really nice website. I have not been over there recently, but when I was a number of months ago, it's really, really nice. It's actually one of the nicer websites out of any and all smokeless products. So, with the banding, you will notice that there is no manufacturer's information or barcode. That is because there is a sticker on the back of these products that has all that. Now, I've only ever had one TimberWolf pouch product before. It was last year when I first saw in my area the pouched peach. And I didn't really take note of it until this stuff showed up in the mail today. That all that information, manufacturer's information, and the barcode is on the back on a sticker, which they are not on. They don't have stickers on the regular long cut cans. Somehow I missed that last year, but I did notice today. My only guess is, and this is going off a comment that Winnington Outdoors left a while back, that some of these non-premium products are behind the counter on the side, like this, instead of the face. In my area, since smokeless tobacco doesn't take up a huge portion of the tobacco market, it's still cigarettes. In my area, basically, they face everything like that in the stores because they're not carrying a ton of products. They're not having to squeeze them in. They're carrying Copenhagen, Skoal, and half the Grizzly line. That's basically it, most places. All right. But I guess in other parts of the country, the South, Mississippi South, to fit more stuff in places where smokeless and dip is more popular, they put stuff in like this. And it would make sense, if my theory is correct, that you have as much branding as you can on the side. And of course the warning label, but that's stipulated by the government. So filling the side up, so whoever's stocking the shelves like this has a 3 out of 4 chance to have the branding showing. That's my theory. I'm sort of going off what Winnington said about stuff in his area, and he's down south being stocked like this. So, and then they put what usually takes up banding on the side label, they put on the back. So it has the barcode, obviously. It has the flavor. There are 15 pouches in this can. All right. The can is 0.82 net weight ounce, which is the same weight as the Copenhagen and Skoal products. All right. The product is made by the Pinkerton Tobacco Company of Owensboro, Kentucky. There is, as you can see here, a code of some sort. I do not know what it means, but I'm guessing the BO69. I'm guessing the 69 is through June of 2019. Again, guess. Okay? All right, so you have a slightly larger can. You have a stow and throw where you can put used pouches, and the manufacturer's information, barcode, and whatnot are on the back. And if I am correct, when you're looking in the store, you're going to be seeing that. All right, so I am going to cut into this, and we are already at like the 8-minute mark. No, we're almost at the 9-minute mark. So TimberWolf has sort of papery bands that are usually well-fitting to the can. All right, now, if I remember correctly, because of the stow and throw lid, the lids don't give at all, and they're hard to get off the container, which is the problem I'm having right now. Oh, so I popped it. Wow. Wow, that's really, really moist. We got dampness on the lid. Okay. In the container, now you can see the dark patch where the tobacco has been pressed into full contact with the pouch material. That is because of the depression in the top of the lid is coming out this way and sort of packing them in there. Let me see. They're so wet, I'm a little hesitant to start sticking my fingers in there. They're really wet, but they're also sort of been compacted hard. But you can see the pouch material is like a white pouch that's been stained. So, wow, they are really, really damp. They're an okay size pouch. I mean, I'm thinking they might be a little bit, I'm not going to do it in this video, but I will compare these to other pouches, like skull pouches. I'm going to throw a couple of these in, and I'm going to hit the pause button. I'm just going to double them up right off the bat, because I always end up doing that anyway. The smell off the can, by the way, is a pretty good smell for straight. They're really packed in there. Okay, so I'll be back in a moment. And I am back. Move them around the side. Okay, so I like TimberWolf straight. The only problem I have with it, well, what I usually have is the long cut version, is the cut, it's not the greatest, but not so much the pinching of it, it's what it does in the mouth. It gets real sort of soft and starts spreading. Obviously, once put into a pouch, that's not really going to happen. So really, my main problem with TimberWolf straight has been eliminated by it being pouched. The flavor is a classic straight with no smoke. Okay? So it's not going to register off like a... Let me see how I can put this. Okay. It's not going to be like a Copenhagen or a Grizzly Dark Select. It doesn't have that smoky. Okay? But at the same time, it's sweeter than Grizzly Premium Straight and doesn't have the underlying dark tobacco coming through too much. Little bit, not too much. So basically what you're left with is something sort of resembling Stoker Straight without the tangy. Okay? Along the lines of Stoker Straight, sweetness-wise, flavor somewhat profile-wise, but not the tangy, okay? But there is I could see somebody making reference to barbecue sauce, okay? It's good. I like it. In this, I really, by putting it in a pouch, any complaint that I would have has been taken away. In fact, they are hard to get off. I actually have to get a fingernail under there and pop it. My other complaint is also non-existent with this because they put that stow and throw lid in the middle there and made a pocket. The lid is actually really sturdy. And as much as I've tried, the stow and throw does not pop out while you do that. Now, what I haven't tried is doing it without the stow and throw lid. But again, it's really sturdy. So really, all my issues with TimberWolf products don't apply here, which is good for TimberWolf and this review. My big issue with TimberWolf is not so much that they're plastic, but they're really crappy plastic lids. Not so with this product because of the stow and throw. Okay? My secondary issue, not a big deal, is that the cut is okay to pinch. It's all right. It's not the greatest. But in the mouth, it starts getting real soft and mushy. Again, not an issue with this. So really, I'm glad I did this review tonight because, as I said, in the last video, I don't have any straight in the house besides this, and this is a good straight. I'm not spitting a lot. I usually don't with pouches. In fact, in some of these pouch reviews, I've been going out of my way to try to spit. I probably spit very, very little if I didn't. So the flavor's good. There's nicotine there. It's not going to be strong, okay? But it's there. I'll leave this in through the uploading process and maybe after, depending where the flavor goes, if it stays around or not. The pouches are fairly good size. They come very moist. The only thing that stands out about it is they need to be broken up a little bit because they're compacted in the can because of that space for disposing used ones. But the moisture level was great. As I said, the papery bands on these, they're papery, but they usually fit real well to the can. TimberWolf, only thing they goof up with stickers usually is the front is a little bit offset one way or another, but their bands are usually a good seal. The only problem with this can is that it's hard to twist off. You got to get a thumbnail under there and pop it up. Some guys do that. I mean, some guys pop lids off like this. I usually don't because my fingernails are all messed up. But that's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So really, this has been a very good showing. Very good from TimberWolf and Pinkerton Tobacco Company. So this has been the review of TimberWolf straight pouches in the stow and throw cans. I am the Suit&Tie Dip and Chew Guy. Do check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Winnington Outdoors, Dirty Pat Walsh, Wayside Lee 83, video gaming and whatnot over at Real Talk Studios, and snooze questions go to the comment section of snoozefreak.com on YouTube, and he will get back and answer you in English. I do hope everyone is well. Sorry this first one has run a little longer. I sort of knew it would. The other ones will be tried. I'll try to keep them to about 10 minutes, I'm hoping. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.